Grand evening, grand evening. It's about 8 p.m. What do I have here? Something I wanted to plant. And yes, as you can see, they're tall. This is a bald cypress. It's a bald cypress. I have two of these that I bought the other day in 3-gallon pots. They're about 6'2", 6'4" tall. And these are very expensive trees. But these beautiful bald cypress are not fruit trees. Yes, they're not fruit trees. Because I like to grow all types of trees. This is my fruit tree orchard. But I am also growing things that are not for fruit, but for inspiration. What am I going to do with these bald cypress? I could tell you a whole lot about bald cypress and why I bought them. And these are expensive trees, but I got them for like 70% off, people. 70% to 80% off. I couldn't believe it. So I had to get them. And what I'm going to do with these two bald cypress, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you. They're not going to be the same size when I'm done with them. That's all I'm going to say. Beautiful. Right now, the temperature is actually 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Agricultural Zone 989B. The big state of Texas. I'm in southern Texas, in the Houston area. And we have more than one ag zone. That's how big Texas is. We have more than one ag zone. That's why I always say 989B. Depends on where you're at in Texas. I've been doing my gardening. As you can see, I've been doing some gardening. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Yes. I finished potting this boxwood tree that I'm turning into a bonsai. Matter of fact, I potted 3 of these trees myself. Beautiful. That I'm turning into bonsai trees. Here's another one. This is not my cat. This is the wild savage cat that's been here since he was a kitten, along with the other cats. And he thinks he lives here now. But he does his job keeping the pests away, along with the other savage wild cats I have around here. Another one I potted today. Put that back down. Here's another one that I potted today too. Put it back down. As you can see, I'm doing a little work in the food forest. There's the other wild cats doing their thing. I guess they're chasing each other right now. I guess those are the male cats getting ready to do their thing. I ignore them. I let them be. Actually, I feed these cats once a day. I keep them around. So, but anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, among the savage cats howling, among the males and females, what I want to talk about today was What I see going on social media, especially when it comes to people growing food, you have what's called fiction and nonfiction. I'm going to say it again. You have what's called fiction and nonfiction. Nonfiction is what I do. Nonfiction are people who I enjoy watching on YouTube. People who actually do this. People who actually grow food. They're growing food. They're potting it, they're growing it, they're planting seeds, they're growing it, they're teaching you how to grow it. They're not talking, they're not boasting. They're actually growing food. Then you have people who are already called content creators who practice fiction to where they're not growing anything. They're not growing anything. They're just talking about growing food. They're just talking about it, imitating it, trying to get their subscriber up, their views up. They're trying to make money. They're faking what I call in the old school, because I'm older, y'all. I'm 57 years old. I call it faking the phone. You see, we have people out here in this world, even on social media, who will fake the phone. They will pretend they like you, that they love what you're doing, because they know, especially those who are trying to get more people to like their page, they know that you know how to grow food. So what they do is they invite you onto their page if you're a gardener, so you can draw other gardeners, and all those other gardeners will like their page. That's the game. That's the game out here. You have people out here, just like in the real world, who will use you for your talent to get subscribers. I see it all the time on YouTube. I see people getting used all the time, don't even realize they're getting used. And once the person gets followers from these other people who know how to garden, they cut them off. They cut them off. So don't allow yourself to be used. I'm not on here chasing money. That's not my goal. I don't consider myself a content creator, whatever you want to call it. I'm just a person who loves growing all types of things. I love growing food. I love growing ornamental trees. I love building my own solar power generators. I love harvesting water. I love everything that's self-sustainable. That's just me. I'm not out here trying to use people to get subscribers. So what I'm saying is, don't allow yourself to be used. If you're a gardener, don't allow people who don't even garden to just use you to get subscribers. Me, myself, I love gardening. I love growing food. I love taking care of things that are self-sustainable. So I only watch people who are actually doing this stuff. I watch people who are actually growing food. If you don't grow food and you're talking about growing food, but you don't grow it, I don't see it, then I'm not going to watch your channel, because I know you're faking. I know you're faking the phone. Too many folks out here faking the phone to try to get subscribers. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? These are some of my dwarf my dwarf black mulberry cuttings that I grew into trees aquaponically. Yeah, I grew these into trees aquaponically. I have a whole lot of these that I still have to bring out of my large aquaponic system and get them all potted up just like this because beautiful. These are beautiful. Look at that. These are gorgeous. So I'll be potting more of these up that I'm bringing out of my large aquaponic system that I grew aquaponically. This is what an aquaponic system will do. These were cuttings, now they're trees. So dwarf black mulberry trees grown from cuttings aquaponically. So that's one of the things I want to talk about. Be aware of what's going on. Be aware. Be aware. Be aware of what's going on around you. Even on social media, we have people out here who would like to use your talent for their benefit to get subscribers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's people out here who don't even grow food, but talk about gardening, and they're not growing anything. They're doing that because they're trying to get subscribers and get views and make money. Everything's about, we live in a world to where people put money in front of everything. People make money there. People make money their first alternative, which is, to me, it's sad. Because guess what, folks? When we die, ain't none of this money going with you. Ain't none of this stuff going with you. The house, the fancy cars, all that stuff is not going with you. So be aware of who you allow in your circle as content creators or whatever you want to call yourself, because it's too much talking but not enough working. It's too much talking but not enough working. People can talk about it, but they're not going to be about it. They can talk about it, but they're not going to be about it. So if you're doing this, if you're actually growing your own food, your own things, you're being about it. Just be aware of what's going on. I'm going to get back inside now. Y'all have a nice Monday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. 80% chance of rain tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Until next time, we got to learn how to save ourselves, because there ain't nobody going to come and save us. Virginia to Life Wayne coming to y'all. Have a nice evening. Be about it. Don't talk about it.